Most people don't wake up one day and realize they wasted years. It happens quietly. You're busy, you're planning, you're preparing, you're waiting, and suddenly time has moved faster than your courage. This isn't about motivation or pressure. Most people don't wake up one day and realize they wasted years. It happens quietly. You're busy, you're planning, you're preparing, you're waiting, and suddenly time has moved faster than your courage. This isn't about motivation or pressure. It's about the uncomfortable truth most people avoid. The reason life hasn't changed is because you keep postponing what must be given today. Most people don't realize they're wasting years until they look back and feel the weight of time they can't recover. Nothing dramatic happened. No single mistake ruined everything. Life simply slipped by while they were waiting to feel ready, waiting for clarity, waiting for permission, waiting for the right moment that never arrived. This message is not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up gently, but firmly. Before more time quietly disappears, there is a dangerous illusion that tomorrow is guaranteed and that change can always happen later. That illusion keeps people comfortable but stagnant. It convinces you that small delays don't matter, that one more year of indecision is harmless, that settling for less than you know you're capable of is temporary. But years are not lost in dramatic moments. They are lost in daily postponement. You don't waste years because you're lazy. You waste years because you underestimate how powerful not today can be. Not today turns into not this month turns into not this year. And suddenly you realize you've been standing in the same place while life kept moving forward without you. At some point, growth demands a shift from waiting to giving effort, giving focus, giving consistency, giving today what you keep promising tomorrow. The moment you stop asking, when will I start, and begin asking, what can I give today, is the moment direction begins to change. Most people wait to feel motivated before they act, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. What changes lives is commitment doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It shows up even when energy is low, clarity is incomplete, and fear is present. Giving today does not require certainty. It requires honesty. If you're honest, you'll admit that some of your delays are rooted in fear. Fear of failing, fear of choosing wrong, fear of realizing you're capable of more and having no excuse left if you don't act. Fear disguises itself as overthinking, planning, and being realistic. But underneath it all is avoidance feels safe because it protects you from discomfort in the moment, but it slowly robs you of confidence, momentum, and self-trust. Each time you delay action, you teach yourself that your intentions don't matter. Over time, this creates a quiet disconnect between who you know you could be and who you've allowed yourself to remain. Starting today doesn't mean changing everything at once. It means redirecting your energy from dreaming about change to participating in it. Life doesn't reward intensity followed by burnout. It rewards consistency followed by growth. Giving today can be small, but it must be real. Most people don't fail because they aim too high. They fail because they give too little, too inconsistently, for too long. Not because they lack potential, but because they keep waiting for a future version of themselves to do what the present version avoids. There is a version of you that exists only if you begin now, not later, not someday. That version is built through daily participation, not sudden transformation. And every day you delay is a day you don't meet them. Years are wasted, not because time moves fast, but because intention moves slowly. You think about change far more than you practice it. You visualize outcomes without building habits. You want results without surrendering comfort. But comfort is expensive. It charges you in time. Giving today means giving up the fantasy that clarity comes before action. In reality, clarity is shaped by action. Movement reveals direction. Stillness breeds doubt. And the longer you stand still, the louder fear becomes. At some point, you must accept this truth. No one is coming to unlock your life for you. No perfect moment will arrive. No external signal will confirm it's safe to begin. Life rewards those who act before they feel ready, not after. The cost of waiting is not just lost time, it's lost belief in yourself erodes when you repeatedly delay what you know you should be doing. And rebuilding self-belief is far harder than starting imperfectly. This is why today matters more than any plan you have for tomorrow. Today is where momentum is either built or broken. Today is where identity shifts from I will to I am. You don't need to give everything today. You need to give something honest, something intentional, something that proves to yourself that you are no longer waiting for permission to live aligned with your potential. The future you want is built through what you give consistently, not what you intend eventually. And every day you choose comfort over contribution, you quietly choose stagnation over growth. Preparation feels productive, responsible, and safe. It gives the illusion of progress without demanding risk. You read, plan, research, organize, and wait, telling yourself you're getting ready, but readiness quietly becomes a hiding place. Preparation becomes dangerous when it replaces participation. You convince yourself that once you know more, once conditions improve, once you feel confident, then you'll begin. But confidence doesn't come from knowing, it comes from doing. Perfectionism disguises itself as high standards, but beneath it is fear of exposure, fear of being seen before you feel complete, fear of failing publicly, fear of discovering that effort doesn't guarantee outcome. So instead of risking imperfection, you delay indefinitely. Years are lost in this loop of almost starting, almost ready, almost committed, almost brave, almost becomes a comfortable prison. No amount of preparation will eliminate uncertainty. You will never feel fully ready. Waiting for readiness is waiting forever. Giving today means acting while you still feel unsure. It means allowing yourself to be a beginner instead of demanding mastery from the start. Growth requires friction. Progress requires exposure. People who waste years often believe they are avoiding failure when in reality they are avoiding growth. Failure teaches, stagnation numbs, and numbness slowly drains urgency from life. Self-trust is built through follow-through, not intention. Every time you act on what matters, even imperfectly, self-trust strengthens. Every time you delay, it weakens. Comfort is not dangerous because it hurts. It's dangerous because it dulls urgency. Routine becomes addictive when it stops challenging you. What once supported growth begins to contain it. Years are wasted maintaining what is fine instead of building what is meaningful. Nothing collapses, but nothing expands either. Comfort convinces you that disruption is reckless, but small discomfort today prevents massive regret later. Growth begins when comfort stops being the priority. Identity keeps people stuck. The version of yourself that feels familiar can become a cage. You protect who you've been even when it no longer fits who you're becoming. You don't just fear failure, you fear becoming unfamiliar to yourself. Letting go of old identities creates uncertainty, but uncertainty is transition, not danger. You don't owe loyalty to who you were at the expense of who you could be. Identity is not fixed, it's practiced. Confidence follows action. Evidence rewrites self-image. Each small step becomes proof that change is possible. Discipline replaces motivation. Discipline is reliability, not intensity. It's showing up when enthusiasm is gone. Consistency feels boring before it feels powerful. Small actions done daily outperform bursts of effort followed by exhaustion. Self-trust is built through small kept promises. Reliability reshapes identity. You don't need more willpower, you need fewer negotiations. Discipline thrives in simplicity. Momentum is born from continuity, not excitement. Showing up becomes automatic. You will slip, you will pause. That is not failure, is not returning. Burnout comes from unsustainable intensity, not consistency. Sustainable effort protects your future. Rest supports growth. Avoidance delays it. Knowing the difference saves years. Course correction is part of direction. You adjust without quitting. Giving today means partial effort still counts. Alignment matters more than perfection. Time stops feeling like an enemy when you participate in it. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You need to stop abandoning today, because today is where growth happens, and this is how years stop slipping away.